Hello and welcome to this 15th part of the series, Death, Where is Your Sting? Now, the subject of resurrection bodies. And this is one of those areas that the Bible isn't too clear on, only that we will have one whether we are saved or not. For the believer, John's first letter helps us. 1 John 3:2, Beloved, we are God's children now, and what we will be has not yet appeared. But we know that when he appears, we shall be like him, because we shall see him as he is. So, at that final trumpet, when Jesus returns, we shall be like him. Whatever his glorious appearance might be, it will be replicated in us. And I don't imagine we will all be carbon copies of Jesus, but rather whatever the glorious manifestation is, it is that which will permeate our resurrection bodies. But the Bible does give us some hints as to what to expect in our resurrection bodies. Luke 24:31, and their eyes were opened and they recognised him, and he vanished from their sight. This is from the Road to Emmaus episode, when Jesus appeared to two disciples who were walking from Jerusalem to Emmaus. After giving them a Bible study and eating with them, he vanished. And that word vanished is more accurately, he was caused to be invisible. Now, I don't think that Jesus simply became transparent. Instead, I believe he was somehow transported elsewhere, instantly ceasing to be in their presence. Immediately after this, in Luke's Gospel, we are told these two disciples found the other disciples in Jerusalem, and they were talking about this event and another, when Jesus suddenly appeared among them, seemingly not having knocked on the door and entered in the conventional way. Remember, at this point, they would have been behind firmly locked doors, not only mourning Jesus' death, but also in fear of their lives. So it becomes apparent that Jesus has acquired the power of teleportation, something not previously recorded in his earthly existence. From a scientific angle, this is not as far-fetched as it sounds. There is a branch of mathematics that deals with the possibilities of multidimensional worlds. We live in a three-dimensional world, where all we have is length, width and height. Now, imagine a two-dimensional world, where the only directions of movement are left and right and forwards and backwards. There is no up and down. Now put yourself in that scene with your three-dimensional abilities and imagine the amazement of the two-dimensional folk when they see you jump from one place to another. They would see you vanish from where you jumped up and magically reappear where you landed. Now that is a very crude picture of what Jesus may well have done. In some parts of Christianity, the spiritual realm seems to offer a number of other dimensions, but again, this is a matter of conjecture. It is certainly my belief that the spiritual realm, with all its supernatural and paranormal phenomena, is very likely a dimensional extension to the three-dimensional physical world. One other aspect of Jesus' resurrection body is that he was instantly recognisable as Jesus. He hadn't physically changed into a youthful teenager, nor become an old man. His appearance was unchanged from before his crucifixion. Now, I'm not suggesting that we will all have an eternal appearance the same as when we die, but rather that we will have our perfect appearances as God originally intended us to have. Our lives are adversely affected by the effects of the sin within us, and there is nothing we can do to stop that. Jesus, though, did not have this impairment as he was sinless. Hence, it should not be surprising that Jesus' resurrection body bore the same appearance as his earthly physical body. Now, what I do know is that we shall see Jesus as he is, and I believe his appearance will be indescribably wonderful. There is another glimpse we have of the resurrection life. Luke 20:34-36. And Jesus said to them, "The sons of this age marry and are given in marriage, but those who are considered worthy to attain to that age and to the resurrection from the dead, neither marry nor are given in marriage, for they cannot die any more, because they are equal to angels and are sons of God, being sons of the resurrection." Now, the resurrection bodies will be for eternity, and because death has been defeated, procreation will be removed from the resurrection society, whatever that may look like. Hence, this is a way in which the resurrected saints will be like the angels. Eternal beings have no need for reproduction. Another hint about our resurrection bodies is provided by Jesus in his explanation of the parable of the weeds in the field in Matthew 13:43. Then the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of their Father. And this is referring to the time of the resurrection when the righteous receive their final inheritance. Notice that the righteous will shine like the sun. Revelation 21:23. And the city has no need of sun or moon to shine on it, for the glory of God gives it light, and its lamp is the Lamb. If we are to be like him, Jesus that is, in 1 John 3:2, so if Jesus is to shine in the New Jerusalem, then perhaps we also shall shine. I'm also reminded how back in Genesis man was made in the image of God. So could it have been that Adam and Eve shone out? I have heard a Jewish idea that they indeed would have shone until the time they ate of the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But I can't find any biblical justification for that. It surely would have been at that time that they would have lost something of the image of God. And whatever the final reality, it will be glorious. So that concludes the 15th part of this series, Death, Where is Your Sting? Thank you for watching.